Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and I'm so freaking excited to show you this as I reached King of Games with Magician of Chaos. So I had to, and I could not even be done yet with this because, with Cosmic Cyclone being released, of course, the first thing that came to my mind was now we can use Master of Roids with Roth. And this is the deck list I'm talking about. As you may have seen from the thumbnail, I've actually reached King of Games with this. To be 100% honest with you, I started from Legend rank 4 because if you saw my last videos, my last 3 videos, I've told you that with the deck list I was using, I was actually climbing the ladder without even wanting that. And with the first 2 deck lists, I managed to reach Legend rank 3. Then with the Shiranui deck that you saw, I think yesterday or the day before, I reached Legend rank 4, and with this deck I climbed through Legend rank 5 and then all the way to King of Games. So before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Yugioh again, but this time the skill is not Destiny Draw. Of course, it is Master of Roids. Quick recap for all who do not remember what it does. Basically, every time you lose 1,000 life points, you get to return 1 card from your hand to the deck during your main phase and add either of your choice or a ritual monster or a ritual spell card. And because we only play one type of this, we have guaranteed or a Magician of Chaos or a Defensive Ritual Heart, actually depending on what we choose. The skill is actually up to twice per turn and twice per duel, so this means that if you have 2 Cosmic Cyclone, you can use one, use the skill to grab a piece, then use the second Cosmic Cyclone and activate the skill back to back again to activate the second piece of your ritual combo. So this is not something new. This was actually pretty good before Cosmic Cyclone, or I think Magician's Rod was hit, and it was pretty consistent. But back then we didn't have the Eternal Soul. Now we have this, and this deck is truly insane. So let me start saying, don't care about the extra deck, because the only thing I ever used was the Ebon Illusion Magician. The other stuff is just in case, but I never really had the chance to use it. I never really needed it, so don't care about that. For the deck, of course, we have the mandatory triple Magician of Chaos and the mandatory triple Defensive Ritual Heart, both from the structure deck of Masters of Chaos, and we have a triple Dark Magician. In this case, it's not something that might make you break. You know why? Because if you have this guy and you have your Eternal Soul, actually you're going to be pretty happy to have it in your hand. Also, even if you draw all 3 of them, you do not have to worry for your Advanced Ritual Heart, because this wants you to send a normal monster from your deck, because you have the Cosmic Cyclone, you trigger the skill and you make the Dark Magician from your hand coming back to the deck so that you can use your Advanced Ritual Heart. Of course, then we have the Dark Magical Circle, so you have, of course, the Banishing Effect. Of course, guys, keep in mind, not only with the Summon of Dark Magician itself, but even with the Summon of Magician of Chaos, because this little guy right here counts as a Dark Magician on the field and in the graveyard, and because of this last thing, he can be special summoned from the graveyard if properly summoned before with the ritual summon with the Eternal Soul. So that is what makes this so good. So basically with Eternal Soul you can bring back this guy, you can trigger with the effect, activating this, you can trigger the effect of Magician of Chaos to pop a card, because keep in mind that every time you activate the effect of a spell trap card, you can pop a card on the field. So and also because it is treated as a Magician of Chaos, of Dark Magician on the field, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effect as an effect of Eternal Soul. That is truly insane. And guys, you can do so much combos, as you will see. Don't miss the replays, guys. You're gonna see, of course, the 2 rank up duels, and not only that, because of course you're gonna see some crazy combos. Keep in mind that if you go down with your Ebon Illusion Magician, you can detach the Magician of Chaos and then summon it back with the Eternal Soul. You have some crazy stuff right there. And of course, this deck that actually depends hands-on these Cosmic Scion. They are a really important part of the deck. So these are not that replaceable. I mean, because these do not only care for back rows, as of course they said they prepare the field for your ritual summon and all your combos, but of course they count as a searcher, because if you activate if you activate them, you can trigger your skill. So they are truly mandatory. Guys, that is all for the explanation. The deck is pretty straightforward, nothing big brain definitely, but it is so much fun. King of Games worthy because I just reached it, so it's really good deck, to be honest, because it is so consistent thanks to the fact that we have access to Rod. So with Rod, keep in mind, you can search the circle, you can search the Eternal Soul. So you know, most of the times what happens is that if you have the Magician Chaos on the field, you just want to search the Eternal Soul with your Rod, so that you have something to protect and resummon your Magician Chaos back from the graveyard. Guys, truly insane. That is all for the explanation. If you have some question, don't be afraid to ask, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. This was actually the first rank up duel from Legend rank 4 to 5 after 4 wins in a row. So let's begin with this. Eternal Magician Chaos. This guy just went with nothing, so we're chilling. I just begin with Rod. I have the full combo in my hand, as you can see right there. So Advanced Ritual Hearts, going to Magician of Chaos to begin with. And you know, I didn't, of course, I activated Magician of Circle only after, because this time there was nothing to banish, and I actually want to search after thinning my deck with Advanced Ritual Heart. That was the reason. I just started attacking, but of course he had something. So Ekuribo, I didn't attack with Magician of Chaos because I didn't want him to, actually I didn't want to trigger his Destiny draw. So he's got the White Princess to begin with, and then Melody Awakening Dragon, discarding another Kuribo, grabbing the All Dice Advanced Dragon and the Levianeer. So Levianeer is coming because he has the graveyard set. So Levianeer to pop, I decided to go with Eternal Soul in order to use the effect of Magician of Chaos and pop it, so that he cannot tribute it to use actually to summon the otherwise Advanced Dragon. So there you go. Of course he popped the Eternal Soul, but that's fine. I just had an Advanced Ritual Heart, but I can't do nothing at the moment because I missed the Ritual Monster and he fell for the trap. You know, when you use Yami Yugi and you have Master of Rights, your opponent 90% of the time is gonna fall for the trap of thinking that you play Destiny Draw, so they feel free to attack as long as they do not inflict 2k damage. But in this case, actually 1600 was more than enough for me, so I could return the Dark Magician. I actually it was like a Destiny Draw, I already had it, but even if I didn't draw it, I just had it with the skill, as you can see right there. I use it anyway, and then we have the Magician of Chaos summon, as you can see right there. I can just attack. He can use the White Princess, of course, with no damage. Pretty nice, we don't care about that. He has nothing this time. I just have an Eternal Soul, not attacking because we do not want to trigger the Destiny draw, but in the end phase, Eternal Soul is Kata Typhoon. Are you kidding me? It's the Kata Typhoon, so of course perfect for him, as he pops, of course, on my Magician of Chaos as well, but I can trigger my Rod's effect as I activated a spell effect during my opponent's turn, so I can recycle my Rod. Now the Rod is recycled. Look at that, another Destiny draw. I already had the Advanced Ritual Heart, but I just went with the Eternal Soul. And you might ask why I didn't use this, because at that time I was just playing 2 Dark Magician. Then, as you might see right there, this was one of the reasons why I ended up using 3 Dark Magician. And there you go. So just one attack, then end phase, Eternal Soul, he just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, 6. This was the 6th win in a row against Serokai Ultimate Dragons. This was a duel that actually couldn't miss when you play Dark Magician. So it is Yugi against Zero. it's actually, you know, mandatory. It just began with a couple of blue eyes on the field, but you know, as you may have seen from my hand, this already has no chance. So it's just, you know, so good to see this. Dark Magician Circle to begin with. At the Advanced Ritual Hearts, you go with Magician of Chaos that uses the effect of Circle and the effect of Chaos in order to banish one and pop the other one. Oh my god, how good is this combo? Then we set the soul that can actually be as a protection for Magician of Chaos. So he's got that to recycle, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then he's got double blue eyes in his hand, so he can just go with the first. He went for, now look at this play. First, he went with the Blessed and White Dragon Toggle on here. We activate Eternal Soul and he says, do you want to use the effect right now? We say no, because we just want to activate the trap card, so we trigger the effect of Magician of Chaos. We pop that and we're chilling. And then he's got the Ancient Rules to summon the other Blue Eyes White Dragon in his hand. Now, as soon as he attack, we use the effect of Eternal Soul in order to summon a Dark Magician, triggering the Dark Magical Circle, banishing the Blue Eyes. And that's how you freaking do it, my boys. I even went with the Ebon Eye Magician, you know, just for fun. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This was, I think, the third duel against winner, but only for the name, unfortunately for him. We have pretty nice hands, Magician Chaos to begin with, and we have a couple of interruption. Also, this is pretty cool, of course. He's got the mech stuff, as you can see right there, and at this point, I faced a choice. So, because we know this is here just to have, you know, a column with more cards. So I said, you know what, Cosmic Cyclone, get rid of that using the effect of Magician of Chaos to pop the monster, so no link summon, and of course this means no extra draw with the effect of Swap Cleric. So it's got a set card and then the Purple Nightfall, as you can see right there. So he grabbed the Eclipse that could special summon using the effect to change the position to summon the Red Moon, and then Mag Knight of the Morning Star, of course, in order to grab the World Legacy Secret, the Nightmare, that we know what it is, you know. So at this point, Eternal Soul to begin with to summon the Dark Magician, and at this point I just attacked. I didn't trigger the effect because I knew that I could just do it as soon as he activates that, and that was exactly what happens. So he activates that, of course, and then I use Magician of Chaos effect in response to pop it, no effect, and there's nothing he could do, my man. So that's why I didn't go for the Xyz summon, because I wanted to keep Magician Chaos on the field in order to be ready when he activates the effect of the World Legacy Secret. At this point, there's not really that much of an issue. He just attacked, but that is not a problem. I can just bring my boy back with the Eternal Soul, then Advanced Ritual Heart, again using the effect to pop the back row. That was the only issue that could have been a trouble. So at this point, there's nothing he could do, as you can see. He could change the position, but why though? So Ebon again for the meme and for the dream. That's how you do it, my boys, against Mag Knight. There you go. Here we go, my boys, against Jirak, the new character. So let's see what he has. He has Starry Night. I was so happy to see this, working. He's got just a set card, and we know he had the Starry Dragon in hand. I just began with Cosmic Cyclone at this point, and I have everything I need. I can just go with Advanced Ritual Heart into Magician of Chaos, then straight forward to Dark Magical Circle to grab the Eternal Soul. So I have all the pieces out of the combo. I just grabbed another Eternal Soul, so just in case, he pops one, I still have the other one. I attacked. It's got the Flamel that on summon, that can summon the Starry Dragon, that popped, of course, my guy, and then I made a mistake. I attacked the Magician of Chaos because I didn't read the card. So, sometimes I do that. So, the problem is this guy can't be destroyed by battle with a Dark Monster, nor by effect of Dark Monster. So, he basically can't be destroyed by Magician of Chaos, that's the thing. So he just went with another summon with the Rail, as you can see right there, having this ceremony at this point. Before I knew he had that Sagolon, but Eternal Soul that brings back Magician of Chaos, and at this point, as soon as he activates the ceremony, I can use the effect of Chaos to pop it. So no effect, he attacked the Rod, totally fine. He attacked the Magician of Chaos, totally fine as well. But he can't banish it with his effect and then attack directly again, because of course this keeps being unaffected by card effects thanks to Eternal Soul. So I just summoned it back, I attacked, totally chilling. I mean, I think it's actually waiting for popping that. I used the effect of Eternal Soul at this point to pop the back row. As you can see right there, it was pretty nice, and even if he pop it, actually I used the Rod to recycle, and he scooped because he knew that next turn with Rod I grabbed the Circle, and then with Circle I can banish his Starry Dragon. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This is the duel before the last one, so he's got just has a couple of back row. We have Circle to begin with, and also we have you know, I was afraid, to be honest, so I just went with a set monster. We had the Cyclone and Eternal Soul, but actually nothing, to be honest, because even if I summoned the Rod and I would have grabbed something else, it would have been useless. So that's why I was afraid. He went with the Infernoid, as you can see right there, Patrolea to pop the Circle, Harmonic to pop the monster, and then he went with Brute Enforcer, but he can't summon anything else because this guy is still 1100. So he just inflict me some damage, totally fine. I used the skill first time to grab the monster, so now I have the combo ready, but we know that this can negate a spell trap card. So first I went with Cosmic Cyclone for the back row, and he went that go through, nice, because of course he wanted to save his negation for this, exactly what he did, but what he forgot is that I can use my skill 2 times in one turn, this time to grab the second Advanced Ritual Heart. At this point, there you go, Advanced Ritual Heart into Magician of Chaos, and we're not done yet. Eternal Soul to trigger its effect, pop the Brute Enforcer, special summon Dark Magician from the graveyard, and I have lethal and he's scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, the duel that got me to COG. There you go. It was actually a pretty easy duel. I was lucky right there. I had just had a Cosmic Cyclone and a couple of Eternal Soul, but luckily for me, I have a Dark Magician, and he had the Typhoon. So now you understand why I set both the souls just to chill. He's got triple background. Then he attacked with the Spectre's Ward. So this is a Shirano attack, but I just said no, thank you. My Dark Magician, he's here. Then Circle to begin with. He's got the Needlebug Nest, totally fine. I still was waiting on my Cosmic Cyclone, and then I actually grabbed Dark Magician, perfect pick. He's got the as you can see, he didn't mill the Spirit Master, so he was unlucky for that. He used that to banish a card from my graveyard, totally fine, just to draw an extra card, but at this point I can just use my Cosmic Cyclone on the last card. That was, as you can see right there, another warning point, but now I can just, you know, this duel was won without Magician of Chaos, just with the Dark Magician part, as you can see right there, banishing the Spectre's Ward. So he has nothing for the next turn, but there's no next turn because of course I had lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So guys, that was all for the of course explanation and replays. Actually guys, I forgot to show you that I'm King of Games. Of course you can have me in the game to see that, but as you can see right there, of course I was King of Games. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Of course, if you have some questions, don't be afraid to ask in the comment section down below. Thanks again, and as always, see you in the next one.